Okay, now we're live, I think. Nice spelling. Yeah, you know what? I can't brain today, Bana. I'm ill. Leave me alone is all I'm gonna say there. Well. I can't ever seem to brain. That's... Ow. True though. Unfortunately true. Oh shit, I forgot to put the out. Oh man, I don't know. I'm smart today. Mm-hmm. I mean, can I buy a brain on eBay? That'd be great. Does eBay sell brains? I feel like that would be very illegal. No? Damn. Well, that's boring. I'm joking, by the way. I hope that's very clear. I'll just wait for a few more people to get in here and I'm just gonna chill for a minute. Honestly, I'm so fucking tired today, but it's fine.
Oh my god!
Oh, hello there. Hello. I'm here playing Sea of Thieves, but dipping in and out. That's absolutely fine, Milk. Just contribute a little bit if you want to. Let's go. Nina, hi. Thank you. And have a good evening, my guy. Oh, you know what I mean. Guy, gender neutral term. I'm doing great today. Appreciate the sub, as always. I'm doing great, thanks. Yeah, I'm genuinely just ill. Like, at this point, I'm just ill and tired. But you know what? I am dedicated to my job of doing this every week, so here we are. There's a lot of brain power for this stream, though, so this will be fun. Oh yeah, one thing, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, actually, and we were talking about possibly making a logo for Colabria, but we don't really know what the design will want to be. So if anyone has any ideas for like what we can make into like a logo that we'll put on t-shirts and shit like that, then I can't do ASMR today. Genuinely can't do ASMR today, Bonner. My throat will not let me. I will die. But yeah, in terms of logoing, if anyone has any ideas of what we could do for the Colabria like branding and logoing, let us know, because we'll start making some designs and we'll get back to the people and you can kind of tell us what you like and don't like from each one, and yeah, it'll basically just allow us to do some more stuff. A map shirt? Yeah, but like what kind of design? Like I want a logo, you know? But I'm not sure what, you know. Anyway, it's just an idea. Teppywigs are little mascots. I mean, we need someone to draw a Teppywig first. I actually do really want someone to draw a Teppywig though. They are adorable and I think that'd be really cool. And I've actually left, you're going to see some behind the scenes here. I've actually made some space on, oh my god, right, okay, let's minimize that section, here we go. On the Teppywigs page, this is my design aspect that I see that you guys don't, but anyway, on this page, this blank space here, I want to edit, this here, this isn't space for an image, so if anyone wants to draw a Teppywig and send it over, I will of course put all of the ads and links to anything that you want me to, but it will go there. Teppywigs are now a fully fleshed out race, by the way, so that's a thing. If I do this, we'll head on to this. You can go into our website and you can search anything you want. It's all written up. Well, not all of it, but like a lot of it. So we have races here. So Dawn and Dusk Elves, which is from the Kingdom of Lune, and the Olivoan Empire, which we've yet to fully build yet, is all here. Fully built and playable. The Teppywigs is the most fun. All of these I will be playtesting over the next kind of couple of months as well. Everything will be playtested by myself and some friends. We're gonna make sure they work okay and adapt them where needed. If you yourself make them before I get around to doing it though, then please tell me what you think. And let me know if there's anything that you think needs changing, because I will do so quite happily. Especially the Jackarak, I'm not entirely sure about these guys yet. But yeah. Please let us know what you think, and we're gonna make them from there. And I just noticed an error on one of these pages. Come here. You are too small. You are too high. But yeah, I want to build everything, obviously. Yeah. Sorry, that was gonna bug me if I didn't do that. But yeah, like, just let me know, you know? Let's get some fun stuff going. Okay. Everything's there. If you want to make a little campaign, tell me what you think of the races, play them, play test them a little bit for me, then please do. I will be play testing them myself as well with some groups of my friends. I'll be running some little one-shots. I'm going to be writing a Teppywig one-shot as well, just to say that now. Also, these are going on YouTube now. We're actually starting to upload them, so you can actually access those. It will take you over to our YouTube, where I will quickly pause that. Oh, Jesus, double. It lets me. There we go. Point is, it will take you over to our YouTube, which is the thing. It's this thing, which we have, that you can go watch previous episodes on. All of them are going to be uploaded, and that will be on the episodes tab on the website as well, if you need quick access to them. But yeah, we have some fun stuff on here now. All of the one-shots that I'm going to write and the campaigns I'm going to write within Colabria are going to be accessible only to people who donate, so it doesn't say that now, but everything else in terms of the world itself and everything you might need to run a campaign within that world will be available to you. There's just going to be a lot of little extra things that we're going to be doing for donators that will be locked behind pages, but don't worry too much on that. That's something for another time. We do have this as well, the maps on here. I will be editing this hopefully, obviously, as we increase and detail each area, so that's going to be a fun little thing we'll be doing as well. Hydrate. Yeah, I should probably do that. Hold on. Oh, if I can actually, like, brain today, that'd be great. Ooh, nice sound. But yeah, you can search through everything we have on here. Everything is, well, it's pretty intense. We have everything on here, though, in alphabetical sections. Unique areas is like this because we're going to fill them out with more and more things as we go. A few of these haven't been filled in yet, but I will be writing them out as we create stuff to go in them. Monsters, obviously, this is going to be filled out as well soon, but right now we don't have much to go in there. And gods-wise, I've started on the Goddess of Dawn and the God of Dusk, and then we have Flux, which is the new fun one we made. I wouldn't have thought to hydrate now. Flux is the god of sins and virtues that we made last episode, who is so depressing to write about, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be putting some tables in these areas. It's gonna have a lot of information. There's gonna be roll tables for Flux. I'm also turning Flux into a warlock patron. So that's a thing. It is going to be an accessible and playable warlock patron once I'm done with him. But yeah, for now, it's a thing we are working on. But in the meantime, hi everyone. We've got some more people in here now. Yeah, I think today we need to start making some monsters, I think. So these Primal Forests, I still haven't filled all of them in yet. I have to click each tree individually, so please do excuse that. But I will be filling in the Primal Forest all the way right up to the edges of here, all the way along to here as well. They're going to be the Primal Forests. But we need some beasts to go in them. You know, some beasts that the Jackarek hunt and that players are going to come across in their travels across the Scarus Peaks. We've done quite a lot. So we've agreed that they're Primal Forests. So that to me screams like big birds, big fucking reptilian creatures, a lot of that kind of shit, big insects. So the question then becomes, do we want to base it off of primal stuff from our actual world's history? Or do we want to actually make our own creatures? Because I'm happy to do both. I am going to be making a full bestiary, which is going to go under the monsters section in the search tab here. There will be a completely full section of monsters. So we're going to make a full bestiary either way. So with the Primal Forest, do we want to base it off of primeval stuff in our world? Or do we want to just kind of throw in some new and random creatures of various types and kinds? While I try not to cough, I do apologize if I do this stream. I should probably write these down. Duck-billed mammals that create burrows and dens in a wide area that make the ground one large pitfall trap. They chew away at the roots to sharpen them into points to catch prey, but don't have much more intelligence, just a random encounter type of thing, not likely lethal, potentially tasty. I kinda like that. So we're gonna be making new monsters. Okay, let's make some new monsters. Oh, sorry, we'll go with bestiary. That's not how you spell bestiary, is it? Nope. We're doing good today. Okay. I actually love that though. Oh, because bill like duck bill, but also like they build things. Oh yeah, no, 100%. I love that. Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. It won't let me because it's Google Docs. It's really fun. it puts it in a weird thing that I can't then copy and paste elsewhere again from. It puts it in a weird format. Yeah. Okay, so this is like they're not like, they're not hostile, they're just fairly neutral, I'd say. We're gonna go with neutral in this. Like a lot of nature is a very neutral. What kind of monster do I want to see? I think it'd be really fun to have some like big insects. So based on traditional insects, I mean we could just literally do like giant dragonflies and things like that. But I want a hostile creature. I want a big insect that's like a predatory insect. Saber-tooth wombats. Oh my god, Lee, that's horrifying, but I love it. Wombats are kind of... wombats scare me a little bit anyway. That might just be me. Yeah, that needs nothing else. Okay, Lee. Are these saber-toothed wombats, these Woberus, are they gonna be evil, or are they gonna be fairly neutral, like beasts? Oh, I also think we could have a lot of fun on some big reptiles in general. In this as well. And big birds, whether they're walking birds or, flying birds. Let's just say you shouldn't get too close to them. So maybe we'll say, like, we'll go with, like, territorially aggressive. But fairly neutral in terms of they're still a beast, but they're very dangerous. Yeah, okay. But I mean, I can't even remember. Yeah, wombats are what you think they are, right? Yeah. They're just... See, they look real cute, but you've just made them horrifying. You've just made this terrifying. Yeah, double the size, obviously. So they're gonna be... But wombat would be small. We'll call these, medium. I'd say these are probably gonna be small. Yeah, so we'll say they're a medium creature, because if we look up the D&D 5e size chart for comparisons. So yeah, medium is normally... one. Medium's kind of this size. They're like big. They're quite big then. Unless you want them to be small like a kobold. Like, how big are wombats normally? Because we can make these wombats as terrifying as we want them to be. Sorry, these Woberus. The saber-toothed wombats. That's terrifying image. .3 is the average size. Okay, so that's like that's a small then. That is small. Build-ins are small slash tiny, depending on the... There's tiny, I think, in D&D. Get this up. Hmm. Let's say we're both about the same size then. We'll row some buildings. We'll go with that. Let's get some more primeval pals. That's what we're calling them. The Primal Forest bestiary. It's getting pretty fun. It's a little bit. There we go. It's a bit nicer. I'm thinking, what are those? We're gonna have some giant dragonflies. Obviously, because I feel like that's just a good thing to have, which are gonna be medium. They don't need to be monsters, they don't need to be hostile creatures. These are just things you're gonna find in the area. Okay. We're gonna have some big insects. This is a primal forest. Big insects is kind of a given. I'm just gonna look up some fly species on my phone to see what we can find. Oh god, there are some terrifying flies out there, Jesus. Oh, that's terrifying, Lee. Oh god, you're coming out with terrifying ideas today. But I love it. Okay. Pocket-sized raptors. Alright. Raptors are technically birds, right? Like, they come from... As in, velociraptors were bird-like, right? They had, like, feathers. Pretty sure. I like to think that insects get more complex the larger they grow, to the point where they would be considered very different type of creature, likely high, efficient, and instinctive. So the beasts of the deep wood, great insectoids that seem to be somewhat mimic the appearance of the smaller cousins, but far more grotesque. Okay, created by the heart of the deep, the large bulbous sack of life magic that slowly bursts and grows as creatures created artificially, and thus without purpose, they seem to be basic instincts. That's a lot of information. Feathers and just skin. I'm pretty sure velociraptors did have feathers anyway. I think. Let's Google this. Google is my friend. How do you spell velociraptors? No, like, let's look up the dinosaur. I'm pretty sure we think they were closely birds. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of the other type of thing. Because there's other kinds that had, like, wings. Right, there's, like, but there were ones that were... Yeah, they were feathered, okay. Have a look. Okay, so there were lots of different kinds of raptors, and quite a lot of them were feathered. Okay, cool, so we're going with, like, a more feathered version for this one. Okay, well, I need some names for some big insects, anyway. I know they mirror their cousins. You know, given that this is the primal part of the world, they're gonna mirror them, but they're not gonna be, like, exactly like them, and they'll probably be given different names. The same way that, like I said, velociraptors, I'm pretty sure, derived from birds. That doesn't mean that they're the same. Gigantopest. That just sounds like a sci-fi name for someone. Pesto Giganti just makes me think of, what's it, you know, pesto the food. I don't know why. It just does. I mean, there is literally a kind of fly called a flesh fly. The flesh fly. Which, like, puts its eggs in, we need to make a village where food is evil and sentient. Oh my god, yes, we can do that at some point, but maybe not in this area. I don't think that would fit, but that's a good idea. I'm gonna, yep. Okay, a flesh fly is an actual thing, but until we come up with another name, I'm gonna just type a little bit about this, because normally what flesh flies do is they put their eggs, they're called flesh flies because they plant eggs in, like, spoiling meat / fresh kill stuff that's rotting. But animals, anyway. So, I think maybe, like, a version of that, like a primal version of that would have been like, yeah, they kill you and then they put the eggs in your body. You know? Flies are fun. Flies, insects in general are terrifying. Insects are really terrifying. So, like, they kill you and then they put all the plants, like, they plant the eggs and larvae in your body that they just killed. Also, some of these names are great. I love... Libas, you're great. Not the bonnet isn't. Also huge. This is gonna be a medium-sized creature. See, that's I like that one. I'll just type these out and then we'll think of what each of them are in a moment. Okay, so the Hylisk is a flesh fly, but huge. Oh, I already put but huge, and then I added also huge at the end. They're just huge. Flesh fly, but huge, and it's a medium creature. What is the Giganius gonna be called? What is that? What are we gonna assign to this name? I think maybe some giant beetles would be cool too. Maybe not necessarily dangerous, just like huge fuck off beetles, you know? Big worker vehicles for cargoes and hauling. Yes, I love that. Can we have beetle cars? Not cars, but we'll have beetles as, like, horses equivalent in the Primal Forests used by the Jackaract. If they're carrying stuff, though, their wings wouldn't be able to come out if they were winged beetles. But, like, giant worker beetles, like ground worker beetles, we can definitely use as, like, cargo haulers for the Jackaract. That would be cool. I'd maybe go with Enderus being that giant beetles. Did I use no, it is double E. Magic can be made for the sole purpose of making it possible. That's not how that works. I mean, I'm sure there's some way that we can make that work. This is what we're gonna call giant dragonflies. Because dragonflies won't be called dragonflies, right? Because they don't look like anything like dragons in this universe. An arcane glowing firefly. Oh my god, that's gonna be amazing. Yeah, so we have got some stuff already. The pocket-sized raptors, yeah, those are kind of evil. Those are definitely evil neutral. But like giant dragonflies, they're not like harmful, you know. And the buildings, they're not intentionally, they're just chill. Arclight shimmer bug. Ooh, I like that. I prefer Arclight Shimmerbug, I think. Like Arcs of Arcane Light? Yeah, I like that. So these are basically like fireflies, yeah? But they glow. What color do they glow then? If we're saying they're like Arcane Light, that makes me think kind of purples and blues and greens, not necessarily your like golden glow. Used for sticky salves that glow when applied to living things. I like that. We'll say like non-natural hues, like purple. Purple's a very arcane color. Blue, green maybe. So what does the salve do though? Is it just like is it purely just to make people glow? Yeah, it could depend where you find them. Maybe they glow on a color kind of to match. Maybe you have ones that stick around water, maybe that are blue. Ones near flowers that are purple. And then, I don't know, maybe just the ones that are in the trees grow like a green. Make them elemental. Oh, wait, hold on. I love that. Oh. So do we want to do it so they glow different colors around different things then? So they literally can change color at will? So we're gonna go, these are elementals. Mischief and magic, I like that. Okay, so Arclight shimmer bugs are fireflies that change color depending on what surrounds them. So they're elementals. Lure you into traps and lure beasts your way. Oh god, so these are like chaotic. They're chaotic. They're just chaotic. Okay. So they use like bright, like purples and blues to lure you in. Then like turn red to lure beasts to you. That's brutal. Known for luring children who wander too far from home. Why has this gotten so depressing again already? We could actually write some really fun little like fairy tales and shit and nursery rhymes. You know how nursery rhymes used to teach kids how to be safe? We could have like all sorts of folklore tales and nursery rhymes and shit like that about not following the light. These are like chaotic evil elementals. Oh jeez, okay, okay. They just run when chased and follow when you go away. Yeah, they're just constantly trying to make you follow them. Ooh. So these are gonna be tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny insects. Or I guess they're not tiny. This would actually technically count as a swarm, right? So kind of like how, tiny swarm. Like swarm of beetles and things in D&D 5e. Because what we'll do is we'll make this again into stuff you can just put into your world. We'll make the bestiary. Okay, so what are the Giganius gonna be? Giganius, yeah. What are we gonna turn those into? What maybe? Do this right. Right, it's wrong. This is gonna be a really chaotic and dangerous forest to be in, isn't it? With all this shit. Peaceful bugs that serve as landmarks? How does a bug serve as a landmark, Bana? They don't necessarily need to be bugs, by the way. These could be anything. Hell, it could even be a bird. It just lays around their territory. Are they kind of like ants that barely move unless they absolutely have to? So they just be a landmark. These huge hill-sized bugs that are like the turtle islands. Okay, I love that. Yeah. I don't know how to describe that. So it's similar to like almost like a turtle, okay, but it's a bug. So it'd be like beetle, like visage. Good evening, Vorticus. More like rolling ones with section. Okay. Oh, the ones that curl up. Oh, like like wood lice. Yeah, I got you. But huge, and they don't really move. Okay, so we'll just say they're similar to wood lice. And so they eat trees and move super slow. Is giant the size that I'm... Oh, these are gonna be like gargantuan, right? Yeah, these are gonna be gargantuan. Yeah, they have to be gargantuan. Yeah, I was just trying to think of what size chart I'd have to put them as. Except when they eat, they move like super fast in an instant, but have to rest for ages. That's why they barely move. They move like once every like year to eat, and then they just stop again. Okay, I like that. We've got some really cool stuff in here.
Oh my god!
Imagine the panic when one goes missing. Yeah, right. Hey, thank you very much for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you, Vorticus. Yeah, okay. I really like some of these, yeah. Oh, should we have this? Sorry, I just had a thought. This is a brain moment. Should we have the giant dragonflies look more like actual mini dragons? I appreciate it, Vorticus. And should we have them like breathe fire as well? Like put a name to like a twist on dragonflies. Like they actually have the heads of similar reptiles and breathe fire. Insect dragons, yeah. Because like dragonflies in our world look nothing like it, right? But I think that we could have some fun and play on that. Dragons are these insect dragons, not reptiles, but insectoids. Nah, I feel like we have to have classic dragons in D&D, you know. Dragon wanna just hide from Genji. Oh god, no, we're not doing that. No. Dragons exist, dragons are things. But the dragonflies are cool. They're called Salvo dragonflies then. Except they have their name because they actually look kind of like dragons. And they breathe fire. They have reptilian heads and breathe fire, basically. But then they have their more fae-like wings and stuff. It's a weird bug. Yeah, like four wings, kind of like dragons, dragonflies really do. So if we'll get a picture of a dragonfly up. We're getting a picture of a dragonfly up. Okay, hold on. So you know how like this is how a dragonfly is, right? It's a horrific chimera creature. Yeah. So instead of it being, so it's more reptilian. Like the head looks kind of more reptilian, and the wings are slightly more jagged. This is really hard to explain. And it has like a little thing in it that breathes fire, because that just sounds fun. This is gonna be a terrifying creature. So 4 more jagged wings, more reptilian. This is a reptile, not a bug. But it's, yeah, hold on. Reptile. Like a stinger? Yes. Okay, we're having way too much fun here. So they're called Salvo. We've already extinguished that. Okay. Dragon-like heads which can breathe fire. Reddish hue of their skin. 4 wings. Oh, Jesus. It's not a dragon, it's a dragonfly. Yeah, exactly, it's why it's fun. Okay, so we're gonna go 4 wings. Reptile. This is a horrifying creature. What have we done? Okay. Dragonflies are actually ridiculously complex killing machines. I mean, in this, the mini dragon-like things are, yeah. You might as well go all out and make these creatures as bad as you want. Imagine a bunch of these bastards ambushing an unsuspecting party. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go with... they're not like poison stingers, they just have like a jagged, like, hard scaled tail that just fucking whips. Like, stings as in does piercing damage, but I wouldn't say they're necessarily poisonous because they already breathe fire, right? That would be too many different conflicting things within their body. But they have a horny tail, yeah. A horned tail. And this is the pre-season, can't wait for hunting season. Roasted and screwed gnome, anyone? Yeah, it's literally like fucking, cocktail sticking a gnome and then roasting it. Oh god, that's terrifying. These are medium creatures, so these are like fairly large, but also really small compared to like dragons and shit. This is terrifying. What have we done? Why do we keep doing this? Okay. What about Trioborus? That's another name that's been brought up, but we haven't made anything for it. Yeah, what are we gonna make a Trioborus? Just to go over some things we have so far for anyone who's just joining in, we're currently making a bestiary for the Primal Forests, which is a large area of giant trees and just as giant insects and things. So we have buildings who are duckbill mammals, like you can see here. They make burrows, dens, make people fall into pits where they have sharpened roots. We have Warverus, which is saber-toothed wombats, is the best way of explaining it. We'll obviously make some stats on it. Wasu, which are pocket-sized raptors who swarm. That's terrifying. Flesh flies that kill you. Oh man, this is scary. Tri-horned warthog-like creature. Oh, I love that. Yes, Vorticus. I fucking love that. Okay. Trant? Like elephant. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, no, sorry, Trioborus first. Tri-horned warthog creature. I love that so much. Tech level of this world, it's a high fantasy world milk, so we're looking kind of D&D 5e-esque. So we're talking, we might have some areas that are higher tech, to be fair, but at the moment we're looking, certainly in this area, very primal, very distinct kind of, yes, they have forges and blacksmiths and this and that and massive boats and, yeah, but they don't have electricity or anything, if that's what you're asking. It's a lot of magic and swords. It's very D&D. No firearms, no. Who needs firearms when you have fireball, am I right? I mean, this is what we're talking about, Milk, so they could be. This is something we haven't discussed yet. It could be that we have, like, an area, because we have a lot of kingdoms, right? I'm gonna go onto the actual world map by maps, if I can brain. Let's go onto the world map, which is here. Fireball is better than firearms, exactly, it's what I'm saying. So if we load up the world map here, we have a big fucking world. Which, can I just say, all we've done so far, for context, is do this tiny little bit here, and then some of this, like most of this area now. But when I say we've done it, quote unquote, I mean we've discussed vaguely what it's gonna be. We're now gonna go more in depth and talk about more people and places and shops and, you know, important stuff. So, we're currently working on this. We've been working on this for the past however long, which I also just realized there's a typo because this is episode 5, not episode 4. Oops. Which I forgot to change earlier. But yeah, no, so this is like, it's taken quite a few hours to get here, but I'm pretty proud of us, to be fair. It's been quite good. There we go. Get that right number up there. But yeah, so we're still working on this really tiny area, but it could be that we have a more advanced group somewhere else. I think we've talked so far, as a brief overview, this area, like we said, we're going to be the Primal Jackarak, the Jackarak being the native race to the area, which we've already made. The Wookiee-like Bigfoot creatures that live in the Primal Forest. We also then have the pirate conglomerate of the Three Princes of Comaria, which is what we've got in terms of civilization here. But we know that Artog is going to be an orcish kind of nation, in terms of which we haven't discussed yet. Loon and Alovo are the Dawn and Dusk Elves. The Great Divide is an in-between where a lot of things gone crazy, so that's what we know about there. We have no idea what Tabaran's going to be yet. Prain, I think we said, was going to be mostly human, a very, like, where humans originated from. The Wildheart Concord are a druid conclave. The Lupinara we haven't talked about. Gordath we haven't talked about. Petramir we haven't talked about. I think we said maybe Dwarvish up here in nature. Again, like, most of these we haven't actually discussed anything for, so it could be that we do... It could be, say, maybe we decide that Korthas is of the Radiant Steeps. Maybe that's actually, like, super technologically advanced, but they keep to themselves. Or something like that. Like, we could do anything we want. Gnomes deserve to be in the tropics, always bullied. But yeah, so artificers could become a thing. There could be some more technologically advanced areas. But where we are right now with Comaria, and what we decided to do with the, in the Scarus Peaks, I should say. The Scarus Peaks being the region name, Comaria being the kingdom within that region. I think this is a very primal area. With the Jackarak being very nature, laws of nature, survival, and the pirate princes of Comaria being very much, kind of like, well, they're just kind of scallywags, but that's a whole thing. Deals with gods of greed does that to you, I guess. But yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. Technologically delayed. Why do you not like gnomes? Well, we're making a lot of our own races anyway, Banner, so it may be that we don't really have gnomes here. We have something else instead. Like, Tepiwigs is kind of halfling-esque, but not. Like, they're kind of like halflings mixed with a bit of gnomes, mixed with a bit of hobbits. So... I mean, hell, even the elves that we've made so far aren't normal. And humans I'll be making up variants for as well, based on where they're from. Trope in general deserves some slack. Yeah. That's fair. Oh, okay, what about some water creatures? What about some water creatures in there? Haven't had easy license, Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's harsh. Have we got any water creatures we could do? Okay. Big leeches. Oh, that makes me uncomfortable just thinking about that. But yeah, sure. What are we gonna call these big leeches? Scaled suckers. Very on the nose, don't you think? Wait, are they gonna be scaled leeches? Not slimy leeches? Armored leeches? Oh, jeez. This keeps getting worse and worse. Heavy, so they drag you into the muck. So they don't really swim, do they? Or are they just about able to swim, or do they literally lurk in, like, the muck at the bottom? Literally suck you dry. Oh, God, that's terrifying. Or maybe they're just incredibly strong. Like, for them, they can swim despite their speed. But like despite their weight, sorry, but for other things, as soon as they latch onto you, they just drag you. They just let themselves sink. Oh, that makes me uncomfortable. That's actually horrifying. I actually hate that. Like, I love it because that's a great thing to put in here. But that's also, like, super painful. Can be found near shockweed, a river weed that sent a sharp shock of current through the water to stun fish. Ooh, I like that as an idea for a biome, yeah. Alright, let's just make a new section. We can talk plants today as well. We've still got another 50 minutes left, so let's chat whatever we want to chat today. So is it like it sends a shock out when something, is it kind of like a jellyfish sting in the sense that like you touch it and it just stuns you? More like an electric eel. Okay, yeah. Thank you. That's a better way of putting it. No, I like the idea that it's like an electric eel, like it has currents running through it. That's a magical thing. This is like an elemental plant. Pop out of the water in a swarm after you thought they were rocks and tried to cross. Oh god, that's terrifying. Why are we made such terrifying things? Shockweed could be used to make some really fun stuff actually as well. I feel like maybe shockweed only works when it's in contact with water. Like something about it being in contact with water allows it to shock things like an eel. But if it's out of water, it nulls the effect. So it just becomes like a normal root. But can be reactivated with water again. That could make some really cool potions actually. Ooh, we're gonna have some fun with that. So when it's dry, sorry. Imagine the torture when you start to sweat. Oh no. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. So do these leeches then? So do they like sit still and they look like rocks under the water, right? Oh man, that's horrible. And then as soon as they feel the movement of the water, they just lash out at whatever's moving. Eee. So it's kind of a form of tremor sense, kind of. Yeah, they sense you via the movement of the water. It's kind of like tremor sense, but in water. Which is perfectly logical. A lot of fish actually have it. Piranhas have it, for example, which is terrifying, and one of the reasons I'm scared of piranhas. They feel the movement of water, and they can immediately lash out at things that they feel the ripples move away from. It's horrifying. Okay. How about poisonous moray eel? Medium-sized eel that lurks in murky and shallow rivers, pounces you, stuns you with their poison, and then drags you under. Ooh, vodkas, I like that. We'll just call it the moray eel for now. Oh, we're gonna call these, So are they similar to, you have a lot of poisonous lizards that they have like this dew that they develop that sticks to their skin, that when you touch it basically absorbs into your skin. This is a thing. I nearly touched one by accident in Ecuador, and I was told that if I did I would die. That was fun. But yeah, so I think, oh, that's probably the best way it would work. So maybe it's like water repellent, so it doesn't it doesn't come off of their skin when they're in the water, but as soon as it touches another object, it just seeps in. Like another person, it just seeps into their skin. Yeah, some frogs have it as well, yeah. Yeah, there are some really terrifying things in the real world too, Bana. I just want you to know that now. Yeah, very lethal in real life. That's what I'm saying. I nearly touched there was a lizard that when I was in Ecuador, and the local guy immediately had to get everyone out of the building because there was 2 of them in the building, and he was like, yeah, no, you touch that, you will die before you get to a hospital because of the dew on their skin. It's horrifying. Like, it's very deadly. It absorbs straight through your skin into your bloodstream and just starts circulating. Like, horrifying thought. Just avoid frogs in other countries. Anything that you don't actually know what it is, when it comes to like frogs, lizards, anything like that, just be very careful. Because they can be very deadly. Not to scare anyone or anything. Yeah, we need a good apex predator. Something maybe the jackaracks are terrified of. I'm also going to change these names a little bit to make it sound more fantasy-esque. So it's based on a moray eel, but we'll call it a maracas, I think. That just sounds cool. A big frog, a really nasty big frog. I feel like we've done quite a few frogs. Maybe this needs to be like a beast. Maybe a beast type thing. We haven't got many beasts. We have Buildins and Warburus, but everything else are birds, beetles, sea creatures. Cross between a poisonous frog and a giant Komodo dragon. Actually, you know what? That sounds terrifying. Yeah, no, beasts are common as a big bad, you're right. A cross between a poisonous frog and a giant Komodo dragon sounds horrifying. Fuck Komodo dragons? What's wrong with Komodo dragons? Scary as hell and quite fast. Alright, I'll take it, I'll take it. So what are we gonna call this cross between a poisonous frog and a giant Komodo dragon? And how the fuck am I gonna try and picture that? Really fast and their venom is evil. So we're basically just making a giant Komodo dragon. Essentially. That can jump? Oh no, so like frog legs and like a lizard body with a long tongue? Oh, that's horrifying. Oh god, I'm gonna have to get artists to start looking at these and start drawing them up. I don't even know how I'm gonna describe some of this shit to them. Okay, so it doesn't jump high, but it can still jump. That's scary. More for pouncing, yeah, so more like horizontal jumping, yeah. Is it gonna be like a poisonous tongue? Really fast dash jump? Yeah, okay. It just has a long tongue because that's frog-like and it can... Oh, but can it grab you with its tongue? Kind of like a frog can? So its back legs are frog-like. To like allow it to push forwards and pounce, right? And then its front legs are like clawed. How the fuck am I gonna explain this to an artist? Okay. Okay. Imagine it pounces at you, then licks you with its poisonous tongue. I mean, doesn't a Komodo dragon have like fairly... Let's have... they already have like a... Yeah, they already have like kind of claw-esque, right? We're making terrifying creatures today. Fucking hell. Covered in scales and has glands over its back that oozes out a highly corrosive but not poisonous sweat. Okay, I'm gonna say that its tongue isn't poisonous, otherwise this needs to be a creature that can be killed, okay? So we're not gonna go poisonous tongue. But it can grapple you with its tongue and claws and can pounce at you. That's terrifying enough, and now has a scaled gland back with corrosive sweat. This sounds like the most terrifying beast. Okay, okay. Oh man. Weapons melt against it, but magical ones are slightly resistant. We'll say magic ones are resistant for other reasons. Magic ones are normally resistant to things like acid and things like that. So, okay. So should we say, is it immune to non-magical attacks then? Or should we say it's resistant? And that your weapon breaks after hitting it a few times? Yeah, so resistant to damage from non-magical weapons. And your weapon's gonna be just completely fucked by the end of it. It's gonna just... I feel like immune might be too much though. I'm thinking from an actual playstyle perspective. This is gonna be... large? We're gonna make it gargantuan. Now we'll make it huge. I mean, how would you stop? Yeah, a way to get past the immunity would just to use magical weapons. Magical weapons are immune to most acid type damage to them anyway. I mean, that is a terrifying creature though that we've just made. A pouncing frog-like Komodo dragon with highly corrosive glands that make it resistant to damage from non-magical weapons and attacks. Because they just corrode as you hit it. With, I'm guessing, a fairly high AC. This is going to be a high challenge rating creature. Okay. So this isn't a monster idea, but a monster hunting guild idea. Cowboy Ranger monster hunters. Don't know why, getting it to eat certain plant/poison makes it stop sweating. Yeah, we could maybe do that. You'd have to, like, figure it out, though. Or maybe just catching it, like... Maybe fighting it in water's the key. Maybe the glands don't protrude sweat when it's in water. Or the corrosive stuff is just... It's diluted when in water. I see what you're saying, Bana. Yeah. Yeah, if it lives near a water body, maybe if you actually lure it into the water or fight it in the water, it loses its, sweat thing. It's covered in leeches. No, I mean, I feel like the leeches wouldn't fuck with this. Oh no, we're not making this more terrifying than it already is, Bana. No. Not today. No. I still want to sleep tonight, okay? This is enough nightmares, yeah. It just vibes. The leeches don't try and attack it, but the leeches also don't try and help it. I feel like it's probably scared. Yes, oh my god, whoa, I love it. So in the water, the corrosive effect is null and void. but it's faster in water. So either fight it in water with non-magical weapons and at least do normal damage, or fight it on and it be speeding at you real quick, or fight it on land. It's resistant to weapons, non-magical weapons. Let's say that it's fairly slow, right? We need a name for this, by the way. Someone needs to come up with a name. Let's say that it's slow on land, right? Like, it can pounce pretty far, but it's pretty slow in terms of movement speed, right? So let's say that it's a huge creature, so we'll say, but because of its speed, we'll say 20-foot walking speed. Pounce, but it can pounce, say, how far can a creature pounce? Maybe it can pounce 20 feet as well, right? But then swim, we'll say, is like double, 40 feet. I guess it is if it's a huge creature, actually, a huge slow will still be 30 feet. Be huge, right? So if we say 40-60 then? Sorry, 30-60? feet, 6 meters. I'm trying to visualize that. Yeah, I mean, there's the pounce as well. 6 meters is not far for a pounce, though. Okay. We'll say, okay, so walking speed 30 feet, pounce 30 feet, swim speed 30 feet. Sorry, 60 feet. "60 feet mid-range magic." Yeah, but there's, like I said, this creature is going to be a tank, Bana. Like an actual tank. That's tongue can grab you from a distance. Okay, do you want to do dragon speed then? Say 80 feet swim. That's what dragons are 80 to 120 feet. I forgot to add the tongue. That's a weird statement. How long is this thing's tongue? And how far can it grapple you from? If reach weapons have a 10 feet, right? I feel like this should be like 20 feet, right? Because it's got like a long tongue. Maybe 15, so it's like longer than a reach weapon. I'm not answering that question, Milk. I'm not answering that question. How easy is it to wriggle free? Okay, that's a better way of asking. Well, if it's like a frog's tongue, it's gonna wrap around and then pull you in. I'd say strength save relative to what the challenge rating of this creature is gonna be, which is gonna be high. It is gonna grip, so it is gonna be a rougher, right? Because it needs to be able to hold you. We'll say tongue 15 feet, DC, strength. Oh no, it's not like a damage thing. It's a pure, like, pull you in thing. Pull you in and grapple you, and then then it's just going to attack you with its claws. With its clawed front legs. Or eat you. Like, fully just into its mouth, bite you, try and swallow you whole. It's a fucking huge creature. I feel like we don't need more damage things, right? We've already got a lot of different damage things. This is already going to have a bite attack, a claw attack. The corrosion is going to be a thing. The pounce is a thing. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like the tongue is just a grapple, like, straight into the mouth, bites you. Tries to swallow you type deal. I don't think it needs to be more overpowered than that. But saving throw wise, I mean, it's a strong creature, right? This is going to be this is a tank. This is a land tank of a creature. A terrifying land tank of a creature. An amphibious land tank of a creature. You know what? This just gets more and more scary every time I keep talking. This is not low. Yeah, this is very high challenge rating. Distant relative of Tarrasque. Yeah, very similar vein. So if we're saying that the tongue has a 15-foot reach grapple, DC strength saves on higher challenge rating creatures are fairly high, right? So should we maybe go with like an 18? Or is that too high, too low? What do people think? Yeah, I was thinking 18. Yeah. Okay, so we'll call it a DC 18 strength save. Yeah, no, this isn't a mythic creature. This is just a huge creature of the Primal Forest, which is terrifying enough as it is. Okay, cool. Well, that's a terrifying creature. What are we going to call it? I've got to try and get an artist to draw this, and that's going to be a nightmare. Yeah, what are we going to call this apex predator of a terrifying thing? It's rare, but not so rare that running into one is folklore, yeah? A Taran. Oh, I like Taran the most out of those so far. A Drogon? No. That just sounds exactly like dragon, but spelt wrong. It's like someone fucking mistyped. Ooh, Greater Drog's nice as well. Okay. But does that mean there's a lesser Drog? Don't tell me there's a mini version of this thing. Oh god, oh man, why do we keep making terrifying creatures and then say there's more of them? Is a lesser Drog just like a really tiny version that's actually kind of cute and fun to play with? Smaller, hasn't developed a sweating ooze yet, not as fast but slightly more agile. Yeah, okay, I like that. So we'll now make a lesser Drog. For sake! Okay, so smaller version. Greater Drog. I mean, there is a reason why the pirates kind of came down here and settled here so easily. So we'll say this one's a medium one. Which is still big, but much smaller. Not as hardened in scales either. Yeah, so this is a more reasonable one to come across. I say this is like a mini version. This is like a little boy version. We're not making- no, the CR boss is this thing. It's the Greater Drog, okay? The Greater Drog is a fucking high CR boss. The Lesser Drog is a more common one that's found. Oh, okay, AC. Yeah, no, still. That's still the Greater Drog. The Greater Drog is a bullshit, armored, land-covered thing. Tank. Again, Tarask territory. The Lesser Drog, I feel like, is a lower AC version. We say more agile, so higher dex. Not as fast, though. Much smaller. This is a more reasonable challenge rating creature, I think. Oh yeah, and like deceptively cute, despite being a terrifying beast that can tear you to shreds, yeah. Adoptable. Okay, so in that case, is this a small creature? It's a small version of a drog. Aw, that's kind of cute. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that this terrifyingly dangerous creature has a tiny version of it. That's deceptively cute, still evil, and will still try and kill you. Well, no, I feel like this is like this is a different breed of drog, you know? They grow suddenly very fast after they reach 100. Oh boy, maybe we'll say not 100. Maybe we'll say a bit longer than that, given that a lot of species live a hell of a lot longer than 100 years. Aggressive little fucks. I just feel like the lesser drog is like the same, what is it called? You know when something has the same, like DNA pathway leading back, but like have developed differently. Like the same genetic family. So they look kind of like drogs, but subspecies, yeah. So they look kind of like drogs, but they're like smaller, cuter, and still really fucking dangerous. Basically, that's what we're going with here. The lesser drog is a different subspecies of drog that come in much greater numbers and yet are still fucking annoying. Drog sounds like drug. No, they're not really. Drog and drug are different, you know? Okay, we have quite a lot of beasties to add in here now. Let's have a look at some more plants. I think plants are next. So we have shockweed. Not saying it's a bad thing, just that I mentioned it. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, their corrosive glands could make drugs. You never know. So shockweed, we're saying, found in rivers, stuns creatures similarly to an eel, who brush into it or touch it when it's in water. Again, terrifying. Shockweed, really good potion ingredient. I can make some custom potions and all sorts of shit with full potion ingredients lists and the lot. I've done that before. Happy to do it again. What other plants do we find in the Primal Forest? Now that we have all of these horrifying beasts, beetles, reptiles, the lot to go into it, what kind of plants are we looking at? I'm talking berries, I'm talking reeds, weeds, flowers, maybe even trees. Maybe there's random shit in the trees. two closely related yellow flowers. Eating one of them gives you disease. Eating the other heals 1d4 HP. They look almost exactly the same. Oh no, I love that. That's terrible. Alright, Milk, come up with a name. We'll say one gives you 1d4 healing, one consume, the other poisons you. For 1d4 minutes. Trickster Bloom and Trust Bloom. Yellow Angel / Yellow Devil. Like angels and devils, I like that. Oh, then again, yeah, devils exist. Yeah, no, that still works in this world. Okay, Semillion, used for religious services in the form of incense, empties the mind of conscious thought. A bright crimson flower with drooping petals. Love that. It's always a leap of faith, and they grow from the same seeds. It's always a gamble. Actually, no. I feel like there has to be some way to discern the difference between the yellow angel and the, like, yellow devil. So maybe if someone wants to come up with something for that, like, what's the distinguishing feature? It could be something super, super tiny, could need a really trained eye. Watercurse, let's have a look. Thornwood, make giant thorn bushes similar to the one in Maleficent. Have blossoms whose seeds are poisonous, but the petals can be crushed and boiled to have a healing effect. Ooh, I like that. Yellow angel, red in the center of the blossom. Devil, black in the center. Ooh. Petals on the devil are very slightly thinner than on the angel. Ooh, okay. I like the second one because that takes such a fucking sharp eye. That's awful. Okay, so petals on the devil. So is the devil maybe slightly more pointed as well, like horns? Another reason for its name. Like very, very slightly thinner and more pointed. It's gonna take a serious survival check to fucking notice whether it's that or not. It's like a high DC check. So this Semillion, I'm guessing, is going to be kind of, it's going to be used by the Jackarak, which are the natives, right? The natives to the Primal Forests. Now, Jackaraks themselves, I believe we discussed last time, don't really believe in gods. They believe in just nature and what nature can do for them. But I think maybe if it's harvested, maybe, by some of the pirates. Sorry, ex-pirates. The Camarian conglomerate citizens, who sell it to the rest of the world. maybe it's quite a dangerous thing to collect, so they sell it for like high prices, and it's used in religions across the world, across Calabria. Which I like as a vibe. Any other ideas for some plants, for some fun plants for us? Dream moss can be eaten for a short charisma boost. When burned, its smoke will put you into a magical dream state. Ooh, I like that. I feel like we need a time on this, so magical dream state, if we say for 1d4 hours, or until woken by magical means. Yeah, so we do +2, 100%. Teppywig flower called the ouchie wouch. It's a big white flower with very large petals, very nice to look at, but they're carnivorous and will eat anything that goes close. Big pain for the teppy to chop down. We did decide the teppywigs would have a lot of plants in their area that a lot of people thought was extinct. That could be one of them. Maybe they harvest them because they're really pretty. But that will definitely be for the teppywig area, so we'll go back and do that later down the line. But now let's stick to the Primal Forest, which is a bit different. I love this as a vibe though. Some of these plants are really fucking cool. If anyone has any other ideas, do let me know. But for now, I think we have some really cool stuff this time, I'm not gonna lie. Hollow drum. Single plant that grows in the undergrowth. It's a bowl-shaped plant that acts as a natural rainwater reservoir. It's like a rainwater catcher. I like that. It's like a way for the Jackrax to drink water safely. I like that. Yeah, okay. Mini oases? Is that a word? Just say oasis. Can't be harvested, but can be planted. Okay, I like that. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff with this Primal Forest. This has been really fun to put in. I will be making a Primal Forest bestiary and plant list on the website, just so everyone knows as well. Dragon Vine, a constricting vine that usually attacks trees, but will attack anyone that disturbs it. Namesake for the patterns it makes when covering up a tree resembles scales. I've no known use other than being a pest. Love it. That's alright, Banner. We're going to be coming to a close, I think, in a second anyway. Thank you so much for joining us, though, and for all your contributions. I do appreciate it. Good night, Banner. Okay, yeah, with Dragon Vines, I think we're gonna call it here anyway. It has nearly been 2 hours. It's nearly 10 p.m. when my time. And this is a hell of a lot of stuff for me to get written up on the website. So, this is gonna take a while. But I do, seriously, thank you guys for joining today. This has been a lot of fun. And, next week, I think we'll start going a bit more in detail about the Jackaracks themselves, the society they live in, how they live. That's going to be next one. The Jackarack, who of course live in this forest that we've just created. So now that we've created the forest itself, I think we can get a better outlook as to just how they survive. So we'll do that next time. That'll be next week, 8 p.m. GMT as usual. Sorry, BST at the moment, I think. Are we still in BST? Yeah, I think next month the time zone changes again. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining. And, we will see you in the next episode. Otherwise, we might have some more impromptu streams coming up in the next couple of days. I might run a couple myself, as my work schedule is a little bit less constricting as normal. I say that, I'm still doing a lot of hours, but a little bit more lenient towards waking up time, so I might be doing some late night streams. But yeah, if not, then I will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. So, thanks guys, good night.